Let us proceed to foot, thigh, and spleen meridian. This time we discuss spleen 10, Xuehai, sea of blood. Located on the medial side of the thigh in a tender depression on the bulge of the vastus medialis muscle, soon proximal to the superior medial angle of the patella. The alternate point location method with the patient's left knee flexed and the practitioner facing the patient. The practitioner locates the point by cupping the knee with her right hand. Spleen 10 lies at the tip of the practitioner's fully extended thumb, laying at 45 degrees from the index finger. The name Sea of Blood emphasizes the importance of this point in treating the blood. Although it is not included among the points for the four Cs, its name implies the echoing of some of the same properties as the sea of blood or nourishment with their connection to deep reserves. It is said to make blood re-enter the sea of blood. Blood carries the qi and warms the zang. The spleen plays a part in the formation of blood and also holds the blood in the vessels. When blood is deficient, there may be exhaustion, listlessness, cold extremities, agitation, and insomnia from the shan having insufficient blood in which to rest. Without the warming properties of blood, isolation, barrenness, and inflexibility can be evident at the level of the mind, spirit, and the body. With insufficient blood, it is hard to move from one center to consider things from someone else's point of view. It is hard to be understanding, thinking, and imagination become inert and lack suppleness. We have no strength with which to carry out our intent, and so experience no harvest. Blood nourishes us and our flesh. Spleen 10 invigorates the blood. It disperses stagnation and brings the warming, moistening influence of blood to nourish, calm, and restore. Spleen 10 is used for menstrual disorders and patterns of blood disharmony, such as heat in the blood, depletion of blood, and stagnation of blood. Clear stagnation of blood, especially in the uterus, used when stagnation of blood causes painful menstruation. So it regulates menstruation. When there is mental agitation and worry depleting the blood, this point calms the shan and nourishes blood, cools the blood, and is used to moisten when heat in the blood affects the skin, causing eczema and rashes, and also excessive menstrual bleeding arising from blood heat. Tonifies the blood, so helping with circulation, tiredness, blurred vision. Moves blood in the leg and knee, can be used for trauma to the knee or arthritis of the knee. Indications: mental inflexibility and inertia, menstrual disorders, poor circulation, blurred vision, tiredness, blood heat, skin problems. The spleen and blood are closely connected. Spleen partly forms it and holds it. Consider this point with anything associated with the blood itself. It revitalizes and nourishes it. For coldness on a mental level, such as rejection, mental rigidity, or withdrawal. For poor circulation, lack of energy, cold extremities, menstrual disorders, particularly excessive bleeding or painful periods. Indications and potential point combinations. So for knee pain, we combine spleen 10 with spleen 9, stomach 34, 36, GB 34, Xian on either side of the patellar ligament, hurting at the apex of the patella. The trigger point in the vastus medialis muscle refers to the anteromedial knee. Consider myofascial contributions to knee pain from elsewhere too, coupled with potential arthrodial problems, additional trigger points. For menstrual and gynecologic disorders such as menorrhagia, irregular menstruation, dysmenorrhea, spleen 10 is combined with spleen 6, bladder 32, 23, GB4, 20, CV6. For skin disorders, urticaria, eczema, and allergy, we combine spleen 10 with stomach 36, LI4, 11, GV14, spleen 6. Evidence-based applications. The 4 points, LI11, spleen 10, spleen 6, and stomach 36, treat acute urticaria. A case series using needling, bleeding, and cupping to treat erysipelas reported good results using spleen 10, spleen 1, and visible veins. Acupuncture at LI4, 11, bladder 13, 17, 20, stomach 36, spleen 6, 10, and GV20 provided an immunomodulatory effect for patients with lichen rubra planus. Thank you for your attention.